The infamous Banksy, not just his art, but perhaps the secrecy of his very existence, has propelled Banksy into stardom. However, how can we as a culture deem Banksy's work art and other works simply graffiti and vandalism? When I was young, I used to think art was simply what we saw in museums, on class trips with our parents or grandparents, the little pictures framed in gold with a spotlight shining upon the canvas. I began to realize art is literally outside the box. It is all around us. Not all work is structured. There is an organic flow and intense display of creativity through graffiti. On Newbury Street in Boston, Massachusetts, just outside the Heinz Convention Center stop, is a wall covered in a mirage of colors. The bright tags and cartoon figures, shapes strewn upon a brick wall. It may seem to some vandalism, but think about the beauty behind it. I asked a particular artist, Timmy, his opinion as he sold his work on the street. Timmy has been doing artwork for 5 years. He began throwing up simplistic tags on the sides of highways and then realized he could make a living through his work. When asked about Banksy's protected art, Timmy replied by saying he thought it was shit. Why should this man get his art protected when so many people are arrested each day for putting up sick work, he said. Think back to middle school. We all learned about the First Amendment, freedom of speech. This freedom of speech can also be deemed as freedom of expression, and street artists express themselves through graffiti and murals. We simply cannot deem these works heinous and vandalism because we do not agree with the message or do not understand the expression behind the work. Timmy created an octopus upon a wall. To the average passerby, it seemed to appear as a simple aquatic creature, perhaps even just a mark strewn upon a Boston wall. But to Timmy, it represents the 8 children he has and the paths each of their lives has taken. To express oneself is one of the greatest gifts. Our society should promote this, not hinder it. All graffiti should be protected, as it is art of great expression.